Look, man, I'm not trying to be an asshole here when I say Boruto has the privilege of having a father who's Hokage. He cheated in an exam in front of God and everybody. I know we just got attacked right after that happened, so the dust didn't even settle. But anybody else would have probably been thrown out of the academy or something, and he's still attending classes or going on mission. Is the classes over? He's just going on missions now, right? I'm a little unclear on that. Maybe I was thinking maybe it's like a work release program where, well, I don't know if work release is the correct terminology, but like in school, you can do work that you get credit for. You get class credit for doing the work. I don't know if that's the situation, or because he passed the exam. Did he pass the exam? He did cheat. I guess he's in limbo right now. I don't really know what the situation is. Anyway, point is, somebody else had cheated like that. They've been out of there on their ass. He got another chance, and now some part of him knows how much trouble can he actually get in here. Would he be banished from the village? Does anybody believe that's likely? Would he be locked up for 6 months in some kind of detention facility as a punishment for betraying the village? Do we even know about that? On the flip side, was it word of mouth, or was there an assembly where he was standing there and all the kids were standing there and it was officially announced, if you leave, you're a traitor? I don't know if you see, before them to punish you, they have to give you official word, right? I believe if they suddenly declare martial law, I guess if you go out in the street, you can be arrested for violating martial law even if you don't know about it. Like, say you don't have the news, you've been playing video games all night and you just go out to get a drink or something, and they arrest your ass because ignorance of the law is no excuse. It doesn't absolve you of the law, the consequences of the law. So I don't know. We're kind of there's several gray areas here. One of which being, I don't know if he was officially informed that leaving the village was a violation. I think it was Sadara or Shikadaya who told him. Some other classmate. That doesn't count. You need an official who, during the course of their official job, informs you this is a new rule that has just been put in place. I can't remember who told them. It could have been their... Actually, wasn't it their squad leader, Hamarabu, who told him, see, that's an official person. Shit, I need to... hold on. I need to know this. I can't be talking out of my ass here. Okay. Shikadaya told him. The village was just put on emergency... Shit. Maximum security emergency alert. Could you have any more words in that effing alert, man? Come on now. Give me something to work with here. That's too many goddamn words. Anyway. Anybody leaving will be treated as a traitor. So, they didn't... I don't know what this emergency alert was. Was it somebody shouting from the rooftops? Was it an email? Did they put a notice on everybody's house or front door? However it was, Boruto clearly didn't get the message. He heard from a classmate. That's not good enough. He was not officially informed. You need to have an assembly, all the kids in a courtyard, and a teacher or a squad leader or somebody makes the announcement. And same with the adults. So there's a gray area here. So, like, how much trouble can he actually be in? So that's one thing. But let's put that aside. If he wasn't officially informed, just lock my ass up. You didn't tell me, man. How am I supposed to know? A classmate could be gaslighting me. He could have got it wrong. Hell, I couldn't even remember the 4 or 5 words for the emergency alert, and I had just heard it. I had to play it twice for me to be able to get it. How the hell, it's a game of telephone. Like one person hears something, they tell somebody else, they hear something. You can't rely on word of mouth. It has to be an official announcement. We'll put that aside. My whole point in all this to start with was that somebody else doing the same thing would not have the assurance that their father's a Hokage. So that's there. Now, we all have privilege. My dad was in the Navy. If I had 2 years that worked, I wanted to go in the Navy, even though I didn't have 2 years that worked. They wouldn't let me. But if I'd gone in the Navy, Dad he invented several things that the Navy, they only paid him $1,000, Now, this was 1960s money, but still, he invented things that saved a ton of lives. It was a way of doing fire control. It was some kind of device that allowed them to do fire control for the cruisers to have more accuracy. I think it was like, it improved the accuracy by 20% or something. It was something he invented. So he got a special accommodation for that and a check for $1,000. And there's a photo of him receiving this accommodation. You can see the check in his pocket. I like that. Anyway, so he did that. And also at the time, this was in the 70s, maybe late 60s. He was the youngest to ever achieve the rank of E9. I think he was like 35 or something, 35 or 36. He was the youngest to ever achieve the rank of E9. Now, one of the reasons that happened was that the Navy wanted to get younger. They had too many people who were old in these higher ranks, so they laid off. They retired a bunch of people, and they gave promotions, but they wanted a younger generation of E9s essentially, and non-commissioned officers essentially. So that's part of why that happened. But it would still be there. So if I had gone in the Navy, I would have the prestige of having a father who had done quite a bit as a enlisted man. Now, he wasn't an officer. Officers get a hell of a lot more credit. If you've been a captain or admiral or something, you get a lot more credit. Still, I would have had the privilege. I would have probably been afforded a little bit of leeway, especially if I happened to have a commanding officer who had known my dad. That's the thing, right? So I wouldn't have intentionally used that to my advantage, but it would be in the back of my mind. If I was, say my commanding officer had served under dad, was younger than him and served under him and idolized dad and kind of really liked me and wanted to give me every chance I could, there was a scenario where I could have been in that situation and it would have been in the back of my mind. I would have probably pushed the envelope a little bit. I would have cut a few corners. I would have done a few things that I wouldn't have done if I had some hard ass as my superior officer. You can't rein that in. It's in the back of your mind, right? That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he's an asshole for doing this, and I'm not saying he's a little privileged brat or anything, but it's in the back of your mind. You know who your dad is. Even if you have this rivalry with him, there's a safety net. There's only but so much trouble you can get into. So he's trying to high road her, especially Sarada. Like, we have to do what's right no matter what the consequences. Her dad is not the Hokage. So she could possibly get in a hell of a lot more trouble than he does. So I just think it's a little shitty, and I don't think it's intentional, and he has a kid, and he's impulsive, and we get all that. I think it's just a little shitty. That's all I'm saying. And I don't think he's aware of it. There's no way he would be aware of it at this age. You don't achieve the self-awareness until the first time you're called a Nepo baby or something. Then you're like, oh, wait a minute. Anyway, let's get into this shit. Anyway, let's go and get into this. This ought to be good. They're on the run from the law. Trying to save their best friend who's probably evil. Doesn't get any better than that. 3, 2, 1. I swear, I know that Snake is his will and testament. Like that. That's gonna be the twist, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna be great. You idiot, dude. We gotta get away from the village. Oh, great. Yeah, you need to be smart about that. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, I think so. That's a smart plan. Maybe he's there. You know, there's a 50% chance he's there with the Orochimaru right now. I love that the snake was affectionate. He sticks his hand. The snake rubbed up against his hand. Did you see that? That looked like affection to me. You don't want to read too much into animals. Sometimes they're cold. You think they're snuggling because they love you. They're just cold, Or they like the texture, the feel of, their skin against yours. So, a sensory thing, right? But I'm not one of those idiots who thinks animals don't have feelings. I've literally heard people say, dogs don't have feelings. They're just begging for, they know you're going to provide food and safety and shit. So they're pretending they love you. I'm not going to argue with a moron. I never do. Not going to do it. But, animals have feelings. Anybody who thinks animals don't have feelings is a word I would be demonetized if I say it, so I won't say it. But, yeah, that's what I think. There's that fight again. Why do I keep seeing this? I hope they don't actually fight in earnest this far into it. Because I think I said something about them fighting. Shit. I started talking too soon. I don't know. I mean, if this is where I started, I think I started talking too soon. And I think this is where it actually cut off. Because as I was talking, I remembered I saw him fighting Shikadaya again. So there can only be one of me at a time. So what I was saying before about it lagged again. So anyway, very discombobulated intro to we'll talk through the credit sequence. But I switched sites, so hopefully this side won't lag at the same spot every effing episode. So We'll see. Yes. If it wasn't for technical issues, my job would be a lot easier. That's a radical interpretation of the text. You have in the past. I don't think you are, but you have in the past. Yes, it has. We will never trust you. Ever. He's not trying to hear that shit. Uh-huh. He didn't even let you finish. What a dick. I think 10 years of good behavior should earn you, or is it 15? I think 15 years of good behavior should earn you a little bit of leeway. A little bit. There is a statute of limitations. You gotta be shitting me. Haters. Yep. That's how I roll, baby. How dare you? What's it gonna be, Naruto? Now, see, this is the kind of mentorship I've been talking about. Step up to the plate. This is how you be a good supporter. Exactly. Well, so much for that. Well, I'm on my third website in two videos. Hopefully, this website can last more than 5 minutes without crashing. So, man, it's an annoying way to watch an anime. This is why I prefer to download this shit. Just then I have it. I don't have to worry about streaming. But this isn't available in English. Yeah, he's my buddy. I will be as easy as I want. Ah, shit. Now we're really pissed. I'd whip his ass. I mean, I wouldn't because I don't believe in hitting kids, but, metaphorically. He'd be in such a timeout. You're the failure here. That's very clear. You failed all three kids. Don't you take that tone with me, boy. Yep. That would piss me off. You knew what this was. But then who among us hasn't Orochimaru killed a family member of, right? You've been prejudiced. Yeah. See, sins of the father will be visited upon the son. That it's in the Bible, I think. Something like that. Yeah. Look at this stack of paperwork. It's so ridiculous. I agree that he made the right choice. He's gonna have to move down my shit list because he's killing it this episode. Yeah, no more begging. It's unbecoming of a ninja. I'd let him go. He knows them better than anybody else does. He knows their tendencies. Y'all were terrible friends, or you'd have been there for your friends. You would have stopped him from doing this dumb shit. He's scrutinizing. Shut the hell up. My mind's working. I like his thinking pose. Isn't that the thinking man? Is the thinking man like that? Maybe that's where this comes from, right? Ah, shit, you're busted. Oh, she's our team leader. Okay. Yeah, we're out of here. See? This is proof that what you saw isn't what you saw. Right? Maybe isn't what you saw. Look at him. You got played. You ain't smart. See? This is exactly why I said it wasn't Misky in the first place. There's shape-changing jutsus. There's mind-control jutsus. There's puppets. There's illusions. You can change people's memories. I'm sure there's a jutsu that can change a memory, turn one face of memory to another face. That's just 5 I pulled out of my ass off the top. There's so many different reasons why this may not be Misky, and they refuse to acknowledge it. Like, she literally just changed it to him, but she's like, it has to be him. There's no other possibility. Like, come on, man. Give it the program here. Yes, did they think the guy would be interrogated? They left him alive. We know that they left him alive. They know he could have been seen. If they had a problem with it, they would have killed him. So, like, I think it was on purpose. They left him alive so that they would report back Misky's part of this instead of a kidnapped victim. Well, that's creepy. Test tube baby. I'm just glad that Orochimaru's not out here at the club, smashing, impregnating chicks and stuff. He's doing it in test tube as well as he should. Nobody wants to think about Palpatine or Voldemort having sex. It's funny because Palpatine, Voldemort, and Orochimaru all have kids, and none of them did it by having sex. Evil people don't have sex. Well, I'm still more handsome than you. Not that that matters, but What's up, kid? I have a snake for you. Shut the hell up, minion. Nobody cares about minion names. Yeah, that's called cloning, kid. I thought you knew about cloning. Yeah, the ninja version. You want me to grow you another one? Like, since you lost one? This is dark, man. Both. Yes. That's why I'm here. Jesus Christ, man. Are you shitting me? God damn. He don't care, man. He doesn't. See, this is what a shitty father looks like. You think your father's shitty. This is what one actually looks like. I think you're a piece of shit. How about that? I also wanted to say that. And then I wanted to hit you with my shoe. And then we'll be done. Boy, they're going to catch her ass. They're going to be furious with her. You're in so much detention. Man, they got you flanked, man. You're screwed. Oh, my God. You're surrounded. Unbelievable. She got it. Hey, man. Hey, good job, Karen. You saved my ass. Thanks for the assist, kid. Well, it's about time we had to talk anyway. No shit. Oh, okay. For a second, I thought it was Misky pretending to be her. Like they're messing with me, man. Nicely played. So, the last will and testament. He wants me to have your PlayStation. I love this kid. He's very determined. Yeah, I need to download the files from the snake. Can't trust it, man. She can be a shape changer. We need a code word. His dad's kind of a dick. That Orochimaru's an asshole? Yes, I did know that. He's analyzing the snake, downloading the files, rebooting the system. You know. Oh, did he know? Did she know about this? I got you. No, each one's different. I know what you mean, but like you should know what I mean. They're different. He proved that in the flashback thing we had. Yeah, I'm starting to notice a snake theme here. Boruto's helping him with that. Very poetical. You're doing a shitty job of that. Unless you have a minion in the Leaf Village we don't know about. Boy, they were after on his ass, man. This one's better at it, though, because Karen has more skills. Well, I guess I'm busted. Now you're really under arrest. Wasting our goddamn time. Arrest this bitch. You could have done that anyway, man, and you wouldn't have exposed yourself. If you had a smoke bomb, she disappeared like Batman. If you had that, then why expose yourself at all, right? She's just a mess. She's a messy bitch. Some bullshit. You're holding back. Incompetent. No, we made that clear. What'd you come with this road trip? I think you got kidnapped. I'm gonna throw a tantrum now. Is that okay? He's gonna blow up because of your shitty ass, by the way. He is pressed, man. Yep, but I know him a little bit. We're friends. That's why none of his actions make sense, right? If he was evil. He's such a great villain. Without telling you, I'll think he sucks. That's how I feel. Oh, come on, man. I want to hear the answer. I guess he's thinking about it. Clearly not. Man, I'd have cussed him out too. F that dude. Yeah. Now that's a catchphrase we could lose. Which rant? Really? I trust Mitchie, and I'm not even his friend. He's not evil. I don't know what's going on, but he's not evil. And stop punching me in the chest. You're stronger than me. They be thinking that punch is affection, man. This has got a great view. You come out this courtyard, look up at the moon. Hey, nice transition. Is this him currently? He's looking at the same moon? You better not be evil. God damn it. They're making it seem like he's with them, man. He's not kidnapped. Okay, he's undercover. He infiltrated the group. He's only pretending to be evil. Well, we don't know where to start, man. Go off, soundtrack. I like the cut of your jib. What can you offer to help? Yep, who kicked your ass, by the way. Well, the headpiece. The headpiece. He left that behind for a reason. Yeah, yeah, that makes complete sense. Yeah, the headpiece, dumbass. If you eat it. Aren't you everything snakes? What are you talking about, man? You can do it. Oh boy, this is bad. Another side quest. Well, shit. You're under arrest. Yeah, what was up with all that? I'm not the boss of her. I had a pizza delivered yesterday. Look, I like Asuma, whatever his name is. Yamato. I like Yamato. But I like him getting run around like this, too. There's some leftover pizza if you want it. You get nothing. Just trolling you, man. That's the only reason Karen turned back. She could have did the smoke without changing her face, right? Boy, he's gonna kill you. That's what I'm saying, man. This dude don't sound safe. Yep. He's not screwing around. Wait a minute. What the hell? Oh, shit. God damn it. Alright, knock your boss out and you three come with us. That's why they're fighting in the credits. God damn it. We're on a mission from God. Well, I'm watching more, but I'm just saying, This one's called The Other Side of the Moon. Interesting. Boruto and Sarda sneak out the village and head to Orochimaru's research lab to find clues about Mitsuki. They still pronounce it Mitsuki, even it's spelled Mitsuka. After evading the ninja guarding the entrance, they get in. But what they observe at the facility and hear from Orochimaru makes Boruto realize he never truly knew Mitsuki. Is that what we got from this? I didn't get that from this. I got that he didn't understand Mitsuki's origins, but he still believes in Mitsuki, which means he always knew Mitsuki. His opinion of Mitsuki has not changed. He still believes in him. He still believes him in his friend. He still believes he's not evil. So he didn't find out shit that questions what he knew. He just doesn't know his backstory details. There was more to him than he knew, but like, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we're splitting hairs here, but I think it's an important distinction. Meanwhile, the village finds out that Boruto and Sarada have gone off in search of Mitsuki, and Shikadarin and his Team 7 are assigned a tracking mission to bring them back. So how do you think they tracked them? You think they figured, okay, well, they're going to go to Orochimaru. Because they could have been anywhere. They could have went anywhere, right? You would be like, okay, if he doesn't know where Mitsuki is, where would he go? We just found out who Mitsuki's father is. It makes sense he'd go to Orochimaru. So that part tracks. And then they were like, they're on the wrong side of the research lab, right? Imagine this poster here is the Leaf Village, okay? My head is Orochimaru's lab. So they travel from the Leaf Village to my head to the research lab, right? So if you wanted to block them, you wanted to catch them when they leave Orochimaru, you would go here. You would be in this area right here. They went over here, assuming or maybe it's over here or maybe it's down here. But Boruto and Sarada are not going back to the Leaf Village. They're going somewhere else. So they went somewhere, one of these three directions. They didn't go this way. It's really hard to do this in reverse. That's why I keep screwing up. I have to do it reverse of what's intuitive. But they didn't go back to the village. You see what I'm saying? So Team 10 anticipated they would not be going back to the village after they leave Orochimaru's lab. They're going somewhere else. Now, it looked like they were on a trail. So that part makes sense. They rolled the dice and they predicted, okay, it's probably going to be this trail. Out of however many trails there is on this side of Orochimaru's lab, right? We don't know how many trails there are. I think they got lucky, but I also think they did a little bit of deduction. They at least ruled out this area right here. They ruled out the area between the Leaf Village and Orochimaru's lab. I don't know where they're going. It's possible they went that way so then they could go south or something. I don't know. But from what we know, it looks like they rolled the dice and they won. So that's pretty good. I mean, they got lucky. But I think there's also some deduction involved.